Hi, Good Vibes Tribe. I am so happy that I'm able to do another training for you on Facebook ads and how to really dial in. Now that you have some winning ads, how do you really dial in to the right people? How do you dial into the people that are like you, who are the people you can help the most, really? So I hope you've already done the lessons from Facebook training 1, where you basically just need to work on finding that winning ad, finding the ad that most people love to see just for page likes. You know, I think since I started the Jesse Regan training, which this training is based off of, I need to make sure I give a plug because how he approaches Facebook training and Facebook ads is really very helpful and it works. So while this is my interpretation of his training that I'm sharing with you, obviously going to the source and using his training from him is something I would highly recommend to you, okay? So just need to make sure I let you all know where I'm getting most of my information from, okay? So now that I've started using this training and my audiences, I think I've added almost 2,000 likes to my like page, and most of them are around, 10 cents a like. So you can do the math and see that that adds up. But before, either I wasn't doing any ads and I had no new people seeing my, my like page, so I wasn't able to find people that were like me that I could help, or it was a lot more hustle. It was a lot, not that there's anything wrong with hustle. You guys all know I love to hustle, but being able to make it so specific so that the people that you want to see your ads are seeing your ads and it's being put in front of them, and now it's just up to you to basically interact with them on your page, makes life so much easier. It makes our business so much easier, okay? So this is how to use the Audience Insights tool for your Facebook ads. You should already have a winning ad of less than 15 cents. If it's under 10 cents, even better. And really, you have to recognize that Facebook is the most powerful advertising tool on the planet. There's so many different things that we're told to spend our money on sometimes with our our own businesses, with our multi-level marketing, that I think you have to recognize that the value of being able to find very specific people for 10 cents a person really is so cheap. And maybe, thinking through how much you want to spend on your advertising versus on some other things in your business, that's your decision. But this really is the best way and the cheapest way. And according to everyone I hear from, the most cost-effective way, because Facebook ads are super underpriced compared to most other things that we have to use or buy, okay? So use this, do as much as you can with it. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to share my screen. You're going to go to facebook.com and start screen share. Wait, sorry, let me come back. Stop, let me do Facebook. There we are. Okay, so everyone can see Facebook. Start screen share. All right, so here we are. There's my Facebook. Let me jump over to it. You're going to scroll down over here to your ads manager. And then you'll see, I'll show you my ad campaign really quick. So the campaign, it spent $250. It's, reached over 20,000 people. These are my page likes. And I have another campaign going too. But see right here where it says cost per like, 11 cents, 9 cents, 11 cents. What I was sharing with you on that first training was as soon as your reach, right here is your reach, is as soon as it reaches over 100 people, that's when you need to decide whether you want to kill it or keep it. So for example, this one, it was a second copy of my winning ad, reached 160 people, but it was 43 cents a like. This one was $2.15 a like. See, I told you I had ones that bombed too. So I turned those off as soon as they got to 100. But these, for example, and I even had some other ones, that were 12 cents, 15 cents, but I turned them off just to get the cheaper ones. Obviously, why spend more money when you can get a very specific, okay? So, this is your ads manager. Again, you only kill or keep ads in here. You don't create ads. You create ads in your Power Editor, not in here. So you click up here on Ads Manager and you go into Audience Insights to really create that first one. So choose an audience to start. Is everyone on Facebook is where you want to start. I assume most of you are United States because that's where I am, but I potentially, I want you to, if you're Canada, use Canada, but don't put anything else than United States here. Only one country. Your age is 25 to 44. Obviously, if you're outside of this age range on the higher end, then you can go up to whatever age you are, what age you feel comfortable. But in general, to go below 25 is really not smart for use of your Facebook ads. And, this is the median age range on Facebook. But like I said, if you are above this, you can raise this. But if you are below this, I don't recommend going much below 25. Okay? Choose women, and then let's start. So basically, what Jesse says is there's something called a level 1, which is a huge number of people. So for example, when I used to do Facebook ads, I would put in every single thing I could think of that I liked, whether it was like Target, marathon, baby wearing, toddler mom, Tony Robbins, for example. So those all, in general, some of them are kind of lower, level 2 or whatever. So Jesse says anything that's over 1 million is a level 1, or anything that's really well known. So for example, let me show you Tony Robbins. You guys all know I'm a huge Tony Robbins fan. Okay, so you put Tony Robbins in, and you come up over here to page likes. Okay. So, okay, look up here first. See how, let me change this. See how up here it says 1 million to 1.5 active people? That would be a level 1. So for example, but let's say I exited out of this and I put, I don't know, it's Target Corporation. Target has 10 million to 15 million monthly active people, a ton of people, okay? So you can kind of start with whatever you would like, but obviously it has to be over 1 million. So let's start with one, for example, like, let's just start with Tony Robbins. Because in general, you know that if you're attracting someone that is reading personal development or, is actively involved in trying to improve themselves, that they're probably going to make a really good coach, okay? So now what you're going to go down here to do is, page likes, yes. And you scroll down here, and what you want to do is you want to find an affinity of over 15, so 15 or above. And so with that being said, you want to find a high affinity of 15 over above. And when you're looking for your audience that you're going to be saving, it needs to be, in general, 500,000 to 1 million people, a high affinity of over 15, and then a page also with a lot of people. So, oh, see, I had Target and Tony Robbins. I need to delete Target. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, so let's, for example, start with, there's none over here under Tony Robbins that have over 15. So you want to start with, let's start with, I would want to look at, let's start with Gabby Bernstein, because I love her. Let me see, make sure. Okay, so it did go to that. Okay, so what you're now looking for is you want a page that has a lot of likes. Okay, 247,000, that's a lot of likes. And then you want to also make sure that people are engaging and liking. So for example, if there's a page that has 247,000 likes, you would want there to be a lot of likes on the post. So 53 shares, 455, likes, and then tons of comments, 83 comments. So kind of scroll through and look, okay, 471 shares, over 1,000 likes. Okay, so Gabby Bernstein is someone who I would say is part of a good audience. So you come over here, and now you type in Gabby Bernstein. And the easiest way to do it is really to just highlight, right click, of course, copy. Well, okay, I'm just going to do Control C. And that's where you're going to put her in right here. See, and now she'll be here. Not everyone that you try to type in will be in here under additional entries. So that's also part of the fun of what we're doing. So you're going to click Gabby Bernstein, and then you're going to delete the level 1. So now Gabby is considered a level 2. She's someone who had high affinity with Tony Robbins. But now, see how our audience is under 1 million? This is exactly what we're looking for. So now what you're going to do is start adding other entries based on this affinity level, based on the audience number, to get that perfect audience, okay? I'll show you obviously as we go, but so what you're going to do is try to get this number for your new audience between 500,000 to 1 million, all right? So let's go down here. And you can also look up here and see other things. So like, for example, Spiritual Gangster, Lululemon, Danielle Laporte, whom I also love, Brene Brown. If you ever run out of ideas down here, you can come up here and type one of those in. Okay, so let's start. High affinity. And then we also want a large audience. So let's look up over here. So high affinity, the large audience. Let's look at Marie Forleo. Okay, so she has a lot of likes, almost 400,000 likes, a good amount of likes on her page, a lot of shares, lots of comments. So keep scrolling down and make sure that, you know, she's someone that, you know, you think would be great. Okay, so now what's exciting? So let's say we choose Marie too. So copy her name, you put her over here. There she is, so you get to pick her. So look up. Now our audience is 350,000 to 400. We're not to the 500,000 range yet, okay? So now we're going to go down, and we now even have a more specific affinity. Let's search by audience. Let's see who has high audience, but only a low affinity. So we wouldn't choose this one. So what's another one, the high audiences, but 40 times? Gabby, we already put her in. Let's see more. High affinity. Marie, we already have her. Okay, so over 10. Danielle Laporte. Kate Northrup. I'm reading one of her books, so let's see what how Kate's page looks. Okay, so 72,000. That's a good number. Of 72,000, she got 18 likes. Only 4 likes. Oh, 549. So that's good. 468. Okay, so let's say we choose Kate too. Another thing to think about, and I mean, obviously on this one we're doing mostly, you know, inspirational people, but clothing lines are really good. Let's see. So now we're still not to 500,000 yet. So let's go up here and look at some clothing lines or things that are kind of popular up here. Clothing, Zappos, Amazon, Okay, so let's see what our affinity changed. Who else do we see in here? Okay, so now that I feel like we've kind of pushed through a lot of this, let's put something else in that came up. So maybe, and you can also, you know, go to other, like Super Soul. Let's type in Super Soul. Super Soul Sunday. Sorry, we're going to click on it up here. Okay, so Super Soul has 1 million people, some likes. Okay, so let's put Super Soul in and see what happens. Okay, we're still at Super Soul Sunday. That's not what we want. Let's see, I don't know, maybe Super Soul, even though it must not be. Okay, so now there we are. We're over 500,000 likes. So this one, now what you do is you're going to do save as, and you're going to name this one what your initial level 1 was. So for me, it was, you know, Tony Robbins. Okay. So I already have some others that I started with Tony Robbins. So I'm going to name this one Tony Robbins 3. Okay. So here's the other ones that you can kind of see where I started with. Okay, so now let's start with something else that Mind Body Green. Okay, so let's see. This is what is it? News media website. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to exit out of all of these. We're going to start with Mind Body Green. Mind Body Green. Okay, so this one it has less than 1 million, so it would be considered a level 2. Now we can get it more specific, but we're starting with Mind Body Green. Okay, so let's scroll down here and see what affinity we have. So, for example, and the other thing I wanted to explain to you, I guess that might not be so clear, affinity is from looking at your page. So Facebook is now looking at your like page, and all the people who like it, the pages that they like. So now this is targeting very specific people to your page, and based on also the Facebook page likes. So people who like Mind Body Green and your page, this is the affinity level. So let's say we go and we do want it to be Lululemon. Even though the affinity isn't high, we can always kind of start here. So let's see, Lulu, there's over 1 million people. I like to wear Lululemon. 78 likes, which isn't a lot for 1 million people. 112 shares. Okay, so let's say we choose Lululemon on this one. Okay, so this made it way too much. So now we have the choice that we can either get rid of Lululemon and Mind Body Green, or we can just use Lululemon as our level 1, which my choice would be to get rid of Lululemon and then potentially start our next audience with Lululemon as our level 1. So let's go up here. Let's go look at, I just saw a video by Scary Mommy the other day. So let's look at that. Okay, so 1 million people, almost 2 million people like Scary Mommy. 79,000 like this one. Wow. And then 308, 56 shares. So Scary Mommy is definitely a page that people interact on, and is good for what you want your target market to be. So let's type in Scary Mommy over here, and she pops up. And so now we have too many people again. So we can either get rid of Scary Mommy or we can get rid of Mind Body Green. I'm personally going to get rid of Mind Body Green just to see what Scary Mommy. So Scary Mommy would be another level 1. So I'll come back and I'll make Scary Mommy we'll do that one next. Let's go back to Mind Body Green. Okay. So you guys see that obviously as I go back and forth, this isn't like a specific, an exact science, but I'm going to show you how to get a few audiences in here. And then once we get those few audiences, then you can Mind Body Green. Then you can kind of tweak it as you see necessary. Okay, so let's do Mind Body Green. Let's do the Honest Company. Let's see what the Honest Company looks like. I use their products with my kids. So 2 million people almost like it. Only 67 people like that. No comments. 439. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, so let's use Honest Company. So the Honest Company. Copy that. Okay, there it is. So it's 600,000 to 700,000. So let's see what else there is see if our affinity changed. So Mind Body Green probably wasn't the best level 1 because most people, the affinities aren't very high. Let's look at the other thing to think about is authors, TV shows. So let's say, I don't know, Sex and the City. Let's see what that does. Okay, so let's get rid of Sex and the City. Well, Birchbox. Let's see what Birchbox is. Health and Beauty. Almost 2 million people. 176 likes. 244 likes. Okay, so let's see what Birchbox does here. Bumping it up to be too much again. Hi. This is frustrating, huh? Okay, you know what? We're going to start over. And sorry if this is confusing to you, but let's start over with Scary Mommy. Okay, so let's see what that audience was. Okay, so Scary Mommy would be our level 1. Let's start with that one, that website. Let's switch it by affinity. What is primary.com? How about Pregnant Chicken? That one sounds funny. I like chickens. Pregnant Chicken is a website. Damn, I have to pee again. There's nobody to hold my scarf. Okay, so this is funny. There's 122,000 people that like this page. Let's see, 24 likes, over 1,000 likes. Okay, so I like this Pregnant Chicken. She makes me laugh. So let's go over here. Pregnant Chicken, there's a large audience. There's a high affinity. And you're going to put it under here. And there she is. We get to pick her. But now we're going to get rid of Scary Mommy because that was the level 1. Okay, so now our audience is less than 70,000 or 500,000. So we still need to keep working on that. Let's switch our affinity. So for example, Lucy's List. Let's look at that one. Education website. Okay, so 71,000. That's okay. Of 71,000, only 11 like that. 271 for, I don't know. So see, even though she's got 70,000 that likes, most of her posts don't have that many likes on it, like 3 or 4. So I'm probably not going to choose her. Like, you don't want another list of people that aren't going to engage. Like, why would you want to try to pay for people who aren't going to engage or like your posts? So Ergo Baby, I had an Ergo, but it only has 9,000 people. So let's try Aiden and Anais. I love these little muslin wraps. So okay, so 200,000 people, only 9 likes. 9 likes. 163. I don't know. See, same thing. Well, I guess there's 90. Let's try it. Let's see if we can even find it in there. Here we are. What did that bump it up to? Okay, so now we're at 200,000. Now let's go back and look at our affinity again now. Pooge, those are the tubs. So obviously this one is more focused towards kids because we started with Scary Mommy. So let's search by audience now, the largest audiences. Target Baby would be way too much, obviously. And plus the affinity is less than 10. This 4 moms. Let's try this. 500,000 people like this. 1,000 people like that post. 300 people like this. That one's funny. Can you imagine having quads? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to use this 4 moms to see what it does for our audience. Moms. Okay, so perfect. So now remember, don't hit save. You're going to do save as, and remember our first level 1 was Scary Mommy 1. So that's what you're going to save it. So now let's do one that's not kid or whatchamacallit, personal development focused. So we're going to delete all of these. One that Jessie Regan recommended was really good was basically like a do-it-yourself or home decor page. So the one he typed in, well, we can try home decor. Home decor. Let's see what that is. So home decor has people who have an interest in that are over 1 million people. So home decor will be our level 1. Okay. So now let's go down here and see what affinity we have. Designer Playground, Progress Lighting, Inspire. This one looks good. Let's try this one. So 51,000 people like this. Of the 51,000, 2 likes, no likes, 1 like. Yeah, we're not using them. Okay. Progress Lighting. Let's see what they are. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So let's see. 7,000 or 70,000 people like it. 17 likes, 153 likes, 160 likes. Okay. So Progress Lighting. So this is where you're going to type in Progress Lighting. Oh, see, they aren't even there. Even though we thought it'd be cool, you can't select them from the pull down, so it's not an option. Martha O'Hara. Ooh, burlap and crystal. That sounds cool. Let's try that one. Home decor, 90,000 people. No likes, 1 like. Eh. Okay. Wise do it yourself. 125,000 people. How to do a palette. 92 likes, 75 shares, 3 likes, 49 likes. Okay, let's see if these people are there. Wise, do it yourself. Oh, they're not there either. Okay, so let's pick one from up here. Martha O'Hara. Let's see what that is. 177,000 people. Paint, 30. 165. Let's see if we can get Martha O'Hara. There they are. Okay, so now because we have a level 2, we're going to get rid of home decor. Oh, okay, so now Martha O'Hara. We have to, let's pick on something else like One King Lane. One King's Lane. That was one that I wrote down. So One King's Lane is another, I'll show you, a home decor place that I had written down. So 629,000 people like this. 8 likes, 2 likes, 10 likes. So now that we have that, we still have to move up our audience to be more specific. So let's switch it by our affinity. Lulu and Georgia. Oh, Serena and Lily. I love their stuff. Okay, so 190,000 people. Let's see. 41 likes, 6,000 likes. Yeah, let's see if we can get Serena and Lily into our audience. There they are. Okay, so we're still under 500,000, so we have to keep. Ooh, cupcakes and cashmere. Let's see what that is. Public figure. 500,000. Lots of likes. Lots of likes. So let's see if we can find cupcakes and cashmere in our audience. Well, it might seem kind of hodgepodge. All of these things are tied together to really make an audience that's perfect for you. Okay, so we now have over 500,000 people, so we can save this one as, this is home decor fun. Okay, so now that I've shown you how to do, I'm trying to think if I should just do one more to show you guys, but let's just go into our ads manager, so I can show you how to use it. Okay, so for example, you're going to go into your ads manager, and we're actually going to go over to our power editor so we can make new ads. So let me stop sharing on this. Stop sharing on that. Screen share. Power editor. Start screen share. Okay, let me jump into power editor so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So power editor, remember, you can only do it in Google. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. You can't do it in Internet Explorer. You can only do it in Google Chrome. Okay, so go into your like page ads, your ad sets. It's loading. So now what you're going to do is you're going to want to take what your original winner was. So you're in your ad set here. So you're going to click on the original winner, come up here to duplicate, keep same campaign. And now you're going to keep it at $3. Remember, don't change anything else. And in your audience, you're going to choose what we just did. So we did Tony Robbins 3 was the first one we did. And you're going to just look through and make sure everything looks good. Scroll back, and then I come in here and I edit the name. Original winner is 3. Okay, so now see you had 1. So if you click on this, you see there's 1 ad set per 1 ad. Okay, so let's now go back up to ad sets. And you go back to your original winner right here. And you can see some of my other ones that I did already. So for example, I did one with Lululemon as my level 1, and that one's down to 9 cents a like. I did one with Tony Robbins, which I can show you what I ended up with that one. Each time you do it, it's just a little bit different, which is kind of exciting how you can tweak it. You can go with so many different ones. Like I like Pioneer Woman, so I did one with Pioneer Woman, and those didn't really do so well, which was surprising to me. I got it down to about 15 cents a like with one of the video because I had a few winners, so I was able to play with it a little bit. Yeah, but Lululemon, I did one for Home Birth, Elizabeth Gilbert, whom I'm loving these days. Yeah, and one of those didn't get any page likes. So it's something, so, and I did Lewis Howes, yeah, Tony Robbins. Okay, so I did one with Tony Robbins. Now let's do another one. So I can show you keep same campaign. We're going to change this one to Scary Mommy. Remember, that's what we did as our second ad set. So new audience, Scary Mommy 1. And yeah. And then let's do one more so I can get all of those up. So however many ad sets you make or audiences you make, that's how many new ad sets you should do. So then this one was home decor 1. Saved audience. Alrighty. So there are my new 3. See them? Okay, so review changes, you hit OK. My 3 new audiences. All right. And it should apply it and change it. Typically, they'll be approved really quickly because you didn't change any of the ad, you just changed the audience. Yeah, so see, they're already approved. So now it'll start showing all of those. And you just kind of keep going back in and checking and seeing how they're doing. Okay, so I'm back. Whew, somehow I got crazy here. So remember, start with your level 1, which is anything well-known, and then kind of tweak it from there. You want your audience to have a high affinity, a page with a lot of people who are engaging and liking, and then try to get your audience between 500,000 and 1 million. With that being said, just start playing with it. It's so much fun, and you really can spend just like 50 cents, you know, which I know can add up, but to really get your ideal audience. And then you can see when you do start doing your specific ads, which my next training will be on how to add value through a free group or a giveaway, and how to get that in front of your specific audiences who are liking your stuff. Okay, so that will be the next training. I'm almost done with that, so I plan on doing that either today or tomorrow. But otherwise, if you have any questions on this, you know you can ask me, and talk to you guys soon. Thanks.